Welcome back, folks. This is the story on what happened to the New Yorker truck. I bought this truck, looked a little bit different. Here it is the day I picked it up. Had a nice Bradford bed on it, some aftermarket wheels, and I thought it was going to be a quick, easy flip, get running again, but we had to do some rust repair on the rockers. Ended up taking the Bradford and selling it, and it was very tricky to find a silver 3rd gen long bed, but we found one, made it work, and this is what we ended up doing with it. Well, I don't know if this is it rolling around the corner right now, but I hear some mud tire kind of thing coming down. Well, let's see what kind of rig I got myself into this round. It drove itself here. Man, oh man. Let's see. Well, this is a weird day. Traded a 3rd gen for a clapped out 2nd gen. I don't believe this. What the hell happened? But I got a 5-speed with a Cummins shifter ball. What's up? The truck actually is pretty nice. Seeing it drive off. There's a little trick that we got. They are going to bring me another 12-valve truck. Another 5-speed truck. For $358,000, she ain't running too bad. Decent oil pressure for being warm. Oh my gosh, this silver truck is gone for now until they bring me back a parts truck with it. But, Taylor's not home, don't tell her. So this is kind of cool. It's in better shape in person than the photos that they sent me of it. But it's got a winch on it, 12K Badland. There's a couple bucks. It's got 37s on it. One of them's got the sidewall ruptured, so this thing, it's got an extra set of 37s on there. I haven't actually had a rig that had 37s on it before. But check this out. She is a 5-speed manual, 4-wheel drive, 12 banger. It is not the prettiest truck, but it is not the worst one of these that I've gotten. And the fact that they threw in another truck with it. Come on now. Oh, so you got the Cummins hoopty right there, old Greg A style. Used to be Bobby Purple style with the coloring. 3-piece manifold and a stock little squirrel kicker at the end. Stock covers painted white. What's up with these here? They got the bolt on, got the studded with the caps on it. Almost look like those Indian guys put a new stud on it. You know what I mean? Oh, they're cat batteries. Holy jeez. Those are straight from Robinson's. Guarantee it. Vacuum brake. I'd say around a 5-inch lift. They even had to lift the sway bars on there. Oh, track bars. Look at that. T-case. It's nice and shiny. Got some extra door cards. Real question. What does that say? Got thrills? Do you? So he's got a ranch hand rear bumper, so that's going to be pretty cool. 37s, man. This thing is a little mini monster truck. They're coming back for the headache rack. His brother is going to buy it from me. $100. I said, okay, done deal. It's aluminum, so it's probably worth $300. But that's all right. Looks like they actually got some use out of this sun. I'm not too worried about it. Can't go wrong with the 5-speed 12-valve. 96. This is my first truck ever was a 96 12-valve that I 5-speed swapped. And I have not had another 96 until today. I've had just a pile of 97s, bunch of 97s, couple 98s, And for some reason, a bunch of 94s. I don't know what that deal is with that. I wonder if this thing be a 96. I'll have to crawl in there and see what I don't remember what the high output horsepower was. I don't know if a 96 would have been a 215. Let's find out. Just crawled underneath there, confirmed it. The light still works underneath the hood. It is a factory 215 pump. It's been turned up, so that doesn't really matter anymore. But hey, I think it's kind of a cool little truck. This door opens, closes really nice. I don't know what they got the poker chips all decked in there for, but they're there. Huh. It's got a new front hub. It's got just like these little knickknacks like this, honestly kind of make the deal pretty sweet, because I don't remember what the PTO cable four-wheel drive shifter costs, but that all adds up. And it's got exotic rockers, head studs, and it's got an Amazon rebuildo kit. I don't remember what's in that box over there. It's got a starter. Oh, got a holster up there. Look at that. Let's take it for a rip around the property real quick. Just listen to that 12 valve. They are everywhere around here, and it's starting to rain. I really hope that silver truck does well for the old boy. We got nearly 1,000 miles on it since I put those injectors in it. So I guess I needed to hopefully turn loose all the footage from that silver truck. Look at these big dogs. Fuck, those are big. All right, let's go through the rhythms of stuff. The parking brake doesn't work. Let's see if the clutch safety works. It does. You know, you got to give it that little right boot kick. So I guess next time I'm at pick and pull, I'm going to need to harvest a lower dash. This truck's only got 358, which honestly, that's up there. But they sent me a video of the blow by. For trade value and everything, I'm not too concerned. You can't take off in second gear worth of crap because it's got those 37s on it. If you put timing in a 12 valve, 4 to shitload degrees, and take the fuel plate out, it turns it into like a miniature common rail kind of a deal. These 37s are eating the horsepower off this old truck, but whatever. Oh, it's got gauges. 15 psi at idle. Okay, checks out. Grab over some rocks. So this is funny, if you guys noticed this or not. I noticed it in the photos he sent me of cold starting or video. This isn't the steering wheel for the truck. It doesn't have cruise control. Now we got an airbag light because it's not the right steering wheel, so I gotta source one of those. But they're bringing me another 5-speed truck, minus the 5-speed, but it's got a 12 valve and pedals. Pedals honestly are worth quite a bit to me. I don't think this is a truck, oh, don't run over something, that I'm gonna part out. It's not gonna be a donor truck. I think this thing will be a, I'll fix this rig. Goes right into gear. $4K governor springs. We just go park it over at Austin's house just to mess with him. And then I have to walk home. It's actually kind of a cool truck. Seems to run and drive like a 20, 30-year-old truck. I'm 28 years old, man. I swear this thing's catching up to the age of my damn Challenger Charger. That seat's definitely kicked the bucket. That bad girl gonna close all the way? Yeah. Cool. All right. They'll be here sometime tonight, maybe with the parts rig. Fill that pond, baby. Well, it sounds like a New Yorker made it back with the parts truck. Look at that. Pretty cool. Well, there she is. Parts truck. Yeah. Only thing that's really good about that parts truck is well, it's got pedals on it and it has 12 valve Cummins in it. Well, it's kind of funny. The more you talk to somebody, the more information they'll spill out that will actually help you. In this case, I was very much prepared to go and pick up this parts truck with my own trailer. I didn't have any problem with it. But the more I talked to them, the more they said that they didn't think one of my bigger trailers was going to fit up there. So I said, how'd you guys even get the truck up there? And they said, well, our 16-foot car hauler. I said, oh, you guys possibly want to just haul me the truck, save me the trip and the hassle of trying to get a bigger trailer in your property? They said, oh yeah, no problem. So not only did they drive it all the way over to me, but they got to test out the silver truck in the process. And mind you, it was pouring down rain. All right, New Yorker. Let's go down here and check out what we got. I don't think it's like the best kind of a thing, but it was enough to sway me in the way to make this trade happen. I'm game all day long to get a 12 valve 5-speed truck is awesome, but technically 2 5-speed trucks. Remember what I said earlier about 94s? How I end up with a lot of 94s? Well, here's another 94. It's a old Robinson's truck. I mean, she has been pretty much taken advantage of. It's got a couple things left over in it, not much, but it's got the pedals, that right there, and it's got the clip, and the hydraulics are still on it. Wow, okay. Nothing else though. That's gonna take the cap off. That's not a big deal. For some reason, the power steering pump's been plucked off there. AFC housing thing's been removed. That's unfortunate. Hopefully no water got inside this engine, but the fact that it was a 5-speed truck, it's got the pedals in there, I'm kind of stoked on. Those are not really easy to come across, and they're not very cheap when you buy them online. But whatever. This truck is pretty well beat. This I only seen this on my other 94 from back in the day. The cab started to fall off the cab mount right here. It cracked the cab here, which that might be like a rough road kind of a thing. It had a service box on it, which it started breaking those things. So well, maybe it has been in a wreck. I don't know. It's got a P pump on it. That's worth some bucks. A couple $100 for that back there. It all adds up. Okay, that's a wrap. I'm gonna come back for the chain later on. The guy's brother still wanted the headache rack off of it. I didn't offer to ask him whatever. He said he'd give me $100 for it, so he popped it off of there. Give me a penny. Looks different with that headache rack, but I'm gonna head to the house. It's starting to get Forrest Gump kind of weather, so I really appreciated those guys bringing it over to me, the parts rig. I'm gonna go ahead and close the hood on it because, you know, that'll make a difference. Kind of a bummer that everything's opened up like that. Get rust inside there, but everything, if it's still got fuel in there, it should be okay. I hope. All right, guys, I wanted to give a brief explanation on why I would trade a basically awesome condition, good running, driving, 3rd-gen crew cab long bed truck for 2 arguably very clapped out 2nd-gen 12-valve trucks. Well, I buy these trucks, and my basic goal is just to keep them on the road or get them back on the road. And this here silver truck, we went to battle, and I feel like I tackled everything it threw at me over time. It definitely was not a quick flip like I originally anticipated. The joker I bought it from said it just needed a starter. Well, it needed a starter because the injectors were tired and they burned out the starter trying to fire it up. I would almost put money on it. Don't know that for sure, but I would give an educated guess in that direction. But luckily, it had no blow-by, had a great oil pressure, fired right up with the new injectors, fixed a bunch of other little knickknacks on the truck, and she was ready to go. And just so happened that this rig had a almost brand new transmission in it, so that was a big win. Amongst everything else, it wasn't a very good win on this rig, but we were at the end of the road with it. I had put tons of drive time on it and putting around the yard, just make sure it'd start every time. We did some road work, road kind of driving with it. I think about a total of 1,000 miles, dang near, that we put on this truck of just every little bit of testing we could, and was at the end of the road. The market's a little bit weird on the higher mile work trucks right now, so I wasn't getting any, greenback offers, but I did happen to get this offer for a trade for this truck originally, and then eventually he said he'd throw in that parts truck. So why I decided to go with that? Basically, I like 12 valves a lot. And why do I like them a lot? Because 97 and older are pre-smog in this state, meaning you don't have to smog them. You can do whatever you want with them. So I actively try to save as many of those as possible. And I also have several old classic rigs right now, old pickups with 4 doors and dent sides that are just begging to have a Cummins put in them. I figured at very least this thing could be a good donor truck for some of those platforms that I have for later dates, but this one honestly is in way better shape than I thought when I saw the first couple photos. So I think I'll try to save this rig. As for the other one, we'll assess that situation in the next video or so, but basically just know this: the Sawzall gets involved with that truck. So wait for that video, but appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribed. Comment below what you think about this truck, and I did get the ranch hand rear bumper from that old boy. So see you guys next one. Later.